So what is ChallengePost?
Sure. ChallengePost is a web platform, and we power software competitions on our web platform. So software developers and designers can learn about opportunities to showcase their software and make new software that includes tools from Samsung, for example, and they can win prizes and exposure and show off what they've made.
So I heard about something that happened at CES, for example, where there was a bunch of hackers in a room. What was it called? Hacker sandbox, or I forgot that place. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know about that, but I know that for the Free the TV challenge that we've powered 2 times, which is a challenge to create apps using Samsung's TV tools, their software development kit, they've launched the winners at CES every year. And actually this year, Movil, the winning app from the first year, was purchased by Samsung. So there's an example of developers learning about Samsung's tools, building it as a result of their challenge, winning, and then later being purchased by Samsung. So that was a big success story this year.
So it's something companies want to do. They want to get people like developing 24-hour overnight and stuff like that, trying to compete and making some apps and stuff like that. Is that what it is too, or is it more like over time, the competition?
Right, so software developers want exposure for their software, and they enter competitions because they want to get exposure for their software and exposure for themselves and have the opportunity to win prizes. And getting your software discovered these days is a real pain point. And the organizations like Samsung want to engage these software developers and get them building on their platforms. So software competitions and hackathons, which are in-person competitions, are really great ways to engage developers and get the 2 sides coming together in a way that helps both of them.
So your system is for hackathons and for several weeks or however long it is for people to submit their apps, or?
Right. Our platform powers in-person hackathons, which could take 1, 2, or 3 days, and they happen in one area, but that's also for global long-term competitions that could last 3 months, 4 months, where developers can really spend a lot of time on their apps and build beyond just the prototype stage, but really make something functional and awesome. And we have success stories like Movil, who was just purchased by Samsung, that came out of a challenge like that with Samsung.
So developers enjoy it because they get access to developer tools, which sometimes cost a lot of money, and it's fun to try and do stuff. And but they might also get a whole bunch of prizes that are quite cool, attractive.
Exactly. So developers are motivated not just by money, although they want to be fairly paid for their time, but they're motivated by status and recognition and working on something that has impact. You know, no engineer wants to build a house and have nobody live in it. They want to see their software get put to good use. And in a world today where it's fairly easy to publish an app, not necessarily a high quality app, but in a world where there's a lot of software out there, a real pain point is getting discovered and getting your app into the hands of people where you can actually have an impact on people. And I think challenges are a great way where both the developers and organizations work together to really promote and highlight the developers and the software that they've made.
And at the end of the challenge, the ecosystem suddenly has 400 or 500 new apps or 200 or something. It's kind of a good thing.
Yeah.
Kickstart a new platform, or to get the existing platform, get it up.
Exactly
to more
right.
people.
Yeah, so organizations want to grow their developer ecosystems. They want developers to know about their tools, and they want to work together as partnerships. They don't need to own the software. The developers can continue to own the software that they make and build businesses off of it and have a lot of impact on their own. But the organizations that have that platform really want to create an ecosystem, a partnership between the developers and the platform. And that's where we, ChallengePost, come into play, is we help platforms and organizations build that developer ecosystem, and we help developers get exposure and status.
So what are you doing here?
So we work with Samsung. We powered 3 different challenges with them, and we powered several in-person hackathons on our platform. And we love Samsung. We think they're a wonderful customer. So we're here to hang out with the developers, and we're also throwing a happy hour tonight at 5 o'clock in the Georgian room. So we'll be offering some beers.